Okay, Ms. Brock, this is our post conference from the observation, the
Okay.
walkthrough I did on 4/7/22 at 1:50, and the results, the observation I did. For lesson delivery, I noticed that your lesson was aligned to the objectives. That's really good. You were demonstrating knowledge of the content area. You were teaching about coin value and coin identification, and the students were understanding it. You did model the activity with the students. You showed them how each coin looked like and the value of it. And it was a dime, a nickel, a quarter, and a penny.
Mhm.
And the students were able to identify it. You were speaking clearly while you were modeling this skill. In the classroom environment, your classroom is very organized and neat. Everything is in place. And it promotes learning. I see a lot of learning aids like the student alphabet, generator alphabet, the word wall, and all the other anchor charts, yes, that you have to promote learning for all the subjects that you teach. I also noticed you had the chance behavior chart. Yes, it is in here behind me. Yes. So, like I said, classroom organization is very nice and neat. For effective instructional strategies. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, this is the form we created with the committee. Mm-hmm. And I included the suggestions that all the teachers, including yourself, gave me. So this is the form I used to observe your class. Okay. On effective instructional strategies, the students were engaged in the learning. You use transitional devices before you start the lesson. You use visual and manipulatives, like example, the coins. You were able to demonstrate on the board how each coin looked like and the students identify it. And you encourage the students to discuss the objective that was being taught. They knew exactly what they were learning about. Okay, on differentiated instruction, I saw you supporting students individually and also in the small groups. They were in groups of 4, and I observed you supporting in groups and one-on-one as well. On teacher support, student learning, you provided feedback during and after the activity when the students, and this is when they were learning about if they didn't identify the coin correctly, you supported them, you re-encouraged them, and they were able to identify with the support. And you provided feedback about their efforts. Students were engaged during the lesson you were teaching. The students gained the attention of the students before initiating instruction through transitions. And I observe you using your time effectively during your your instructional time period. I also observe you walking around each group and going through each group to verify that the students were following the directions and that they were completing the activity effectively. And like I observe you doing the transitions from one activity to the next. Like the example, you did the transition about touch your shoulder, touch your elbow, and I forgot the other one. Touch your head. And touch your head. So the students were able to follow through before you transition from the guided practice to the individual practice. So you redirected some students that were kind of distracted, not doing what you were telling them. For example, you gave the directions to the students about cutting the coins into squares and not to paste them, and one or two students were trying to paste them. That usually happens with kids.
Yeah.
But you were able to redirect them to your previous instruction and they follow along. That was good. On students were engaged during the independent work, I observed that they were working independently and productively using the procedures that you previously taught them about which coin was which, and different identifiers. Like example, one of the coins have a president, the other one had some kind of building, the Monticello building. So they were able to identify them through those cues that you provided them about each coin. Again, I saw you modeling the task before they did it independently. You also check for their understanding of the activity. And students were able to complete their work effectively on their own with and even with guidance, your guidance. Okay. For a student were successful in comprehending and completing the activity. I saw that most students were successful. There were a couple that they were having a little bit of trouble, but you were able to support those students during that. So, do you have any comments about this?
Well, I was trying to move them away from asking me to help them answer it. I wanted them to ask a partner. So you heard me asking them, they would say, what do I do? Or which one goes here? And I would say, I'm not going to tell you, but you can ask your partner, work with your table, ask someone at your table to help you. And so I'm trying to make them more independent, because kindergarten, a lot of times they want to depend on you to help them or to do the work for them. And they have to know that they have to grow and become independent to do the work by themselves. So they were moving along, trying to get help from another partner or from somebody at their table, which is good.
Yes, and that is true for all grade levels.
Oh, it is?
Not only for kindergarten.
It was just kinder that did that.
No, second grade is the same issue. They come to the teacher every 30 seconds, even though they have already been taught about talking to their partners. Third grade has the same issue, and I heard fifth grade teachers complaining about the same problem.
That's
so
interesting.
it's not only kinder. Kids are because I guess they feel more comfortable talking to the teacher than their friends. But yes, it's a good strategy. They need to learn how to rely on each other.
I think a lot of times they want to take the easy way out and get you to answer it for them.
Yes.
And I try to encourage them to answer it themselves or try to find someone that can help them, because a lot of times when you explain something, they maybe don't get it, but if another kid explains it to them, they get it better. So I really want them to become more independent and try not to rely so much on the teacher to answer the questions.
Yes, no, and that is good, because they need to learn that independence, especially in the upper grades. So that is a good strategy. And I did observe that about ask your friends, ask your table, ask your group. Yes, that was good. And I forgot to put it there, but that was good. The next thing I want to talk to you about is I want to ask your input about the new form. You have different observations with other forms. This is a form that was created with the teachers, by the teachers, basically. So I want your input. What do you think about the new form?
I really like the new form. Can I see it again?
Yes, ma'am.
I really like it because it lined out under each thing what you were looking for.
Yes.
Like differentiated instruction, it told exactly what you were looking for underneath each subject or each
Subtitle.
It told what you were looking for exactly. And I like that because you can see what maybe you needed to work on in order to get all of them. So if you didn't get one of them, you can see, oh, why did I not get that? Well, you can see, you can just look at it and it tells you what they were looking for.
Yes.
So I like that about it a lot.
I'm glad. Compared to our previous form that they were using, I don't know if have you ever seen it.
I've seen a couple of them, but a lot of times you don't even see that.
Yeah.
You don't even see the form. And when they tell you, you know, well, you did this, this, and this, well, you don't know what you did wrong or what you maybe needed to work on.
Yes, this is the form that our district, basically NACA state uses. And this is the form that they have used. I never seen it before until now, but this is the form they use. And I feel like this one is, like you said, it's more specific.
More detailed.
Instead of a general. This one doesn't give you actually an insight of, okay, which one did I miss?
Yeah.
Which one do I need to work on?
And I like the fact about that when it has a comment section.
Yes.
And you could write your comments as you were observing the person. And then that gave the person some feedback whenever you brought the form back to them to go over it with them.
Yes.
So I really like that one a lot better than this one.
Yeah, me too. And I like it because this is, like, again, like I said, it was created with teacher in mind. And the teacher actually have a say-so about what they want to be observed on.
Mhm.
And I think that's important for especially professional growth.
Mhm.
You need to know what you did wrong in order for you to do it right.
Yeah, or what you maybe need to work on that you didn't realize you weren't doing or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I like it. I think the observation went well. You did wonderful.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you allowing me to observe your class. I enjoy it. Kinder is always fun. They're so cute. And they were a good class. Your behavior management is excellent. I mean, the kids were following along. They were listening.
Thank you.
Even at this small age. So I thank you for allowing me to observe your class.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you.